Okay, the next thing to learn is how to calculate net worth. Remember that net worth is all of the things that you own, plus you have to subtract out all of the things that you owe to people. So a lot of times some kids think that their favorite rapper or whoever should be the wealthiest person in the world. When you look at, fortune.com and you see who the person with the highest net worth is, it's not always the obvious, because sometimes you can have $1 million, but if you owe $500,000 to somebody, then your net worth is not as high, obviously. So how do we calculate it? It's your net worth is your assets minus your liability. So you take all the things you own as a review. We talked about monetary assets, tangible assets, and investment assets. These are the things that we have now. Our tangible are the things that we own, the things we can touch, our house, our home, our electronics. And then our investments is our future assets. We take all of these things, add them up, then subtract out our liabilities, which are the things that we owe to others, and that gives us our total net worth. Net worth provides a number that can objectively measure your financial temperature. Do you have a lot or not? How can you increase your net worth? If you want to increase your net worth, you can increase your assets, decrease your liabilities, or complete a combination of both. So you have to evaluate how you manage your money. So it's not all about what you're buying, it's about, can you pay for it in advance? In addition to the statement of financial position, there are 2 other money management tools that will help you manage your money. That's the income statement, or income and expense statement, and the spending plan. These 3 money management systems work together to help you objectively evaluate your past, your present, and your future financial decisions as they reach your goals toward the net worth that you desire. What is my financial position today? That is what the statement of financial position does. Income and expense statement is how have I managed my money in the past, and then the spending plan is how am I going to manage my money in the future. Work together to help you objectively evaluate your past, present, and the future. You can't just do one step without doing all 3 steps. So we're learning the statement of financial position today, and then these are the next 2 units. Your present self impacts your future self. You have to keep your future in mind when making financial decisions. Think about how financial decisions will affect future net worth. So now here is where you would go back and think about, what are my future goals? If you'll recall, you wrote a letter to yourself signifying what those goals were. So you have to think about, what is it I want so that I can get to my future? Keep your net worth in mind. What type of net worth do you want to have? So who is wealthier? If you'll remember back at the very beginning, I told you to choose who you thought was wealthier. Here we have Ian and Mitchell again. We've got Ian, who has a total assets of $95,000, and he owes to people $45,000. So his net worth is $50,000. Mitchell, he owns $147,000, and he owes $112,000. So his net worth is $35,000. Well, his income here is $30,000, and the income here is $85,000. Which one would you rather be? even though Ian has lower income, his net worth is higher because he owns more things. Remember that assets means you own more things, and liabilities is that you owe more things. So now you would have to decide which one would you rather be. Personally, I would prefer to have a higher net worth, because what this means ultimately over here with Mitchell is that he didn't manage his money properly. I would like for you to get out a piece of paper and write down the answers to the discussion questions. The first one is, do you think Ian is making any trade-offs to higher net worth than Mitchell, even though he has a lower income? If you're not quite sure if you remember what a trade-off is, please go back and look for the proper terminology so that you will be able to answer the question in the way that it should be answered. Also answer, how could both Ian and Mitchell increase their net worth? And if Ian and Mitchell were thinking about going on a vacation, how would their statement of financial position guide their decision? Complete those and put those on a piece of paper. When would a person need or want to create a statement of financial position? The recommended time frame is once per year, and it must be written to be most effective. Why should it be written? It's the same thing as when you wrote out your goals. We want to write those out so that we can continually go back and revisit them. Use any written method that's going to work for you. Special times when making decisions regarding assets or liabilities. So if you're getting ready to purchase a new car, it is smart for you to do a statement of financial position so that you will know if you have the proper monies needed. Also, if, for example, if you've got a financial professional that you need to complete one for, like, for example, a financial advisor or such. What you're going to do next is Tori. You're going to meet Tori and you're going to complete her statement of financial position. Your job is to see the information collected, and if you'll find your Tori's statement of financial position now, then you will see all the information that you need for step 1. You're going to complete step 1, which is all of the information that they give you in the grid. And it says Tori is considering purchasing a new pre-owned car, but in order to help her make that decision, she has to fill in the current side. So when you flip over to the statement of financial position, you will be completing the current side for step 1. Why? Because if you'll remember, I just taught you that the statement of financial position is for your today's income, what you currently have at this moment. Here are the facts about Tori. They are also located in step 1 of your statement of financial position for Tori. So you can hear them or you can look at them, either way. But she's 21 years old. She's completing training to be a radiology technician. She has 1 more semester of the training left. She's working part-time to make $13,000 per year. She owns $5,000 in she owes $5,000 in student loans that helped pay for her schooling. She owns a car that runs fine but would like an upgrade. She used a website to determine the market value of her current car, which is $3,000. She has $1,000 in her checking account. She keeps $20 in cash in her wallet at all times. She keeps $2,000 in her savings accounts for emergencies. She rents a 1-bedroom apartment and owns $1,000 worth of furniture and other household supplies. She's bought a laptop computer when she started school, but estimates that now it is worth $200. She loves to shop and estimates that she owns $1,500 worth of clothes and shoes. And she invests $20 per month into a retirement account that account is currently worth $500. Now, you may be asking me right now, why are you telling me all these facts about her? Because all of these facts are in step 1 of your statement of financial position. You are now going to go complete step 1 in your financial position. Here's some things you need to remember. Number 1, everything needs to be recorded in the current section. Why? Because I just taught you that the financial position is for today. It's only for your current information. Okay, so we're going to stop here, and I want you to complete step 1 in the current column with all of the assets listed in the proper spot and all the liabilities in the proper spot. And I want you to calculate net worth. When you are finished, I want you to come up and let me check that you're on the right track before you begin step 2. Okay, happy calculating.